STR. And this part was completed perfectly, and you might be practiced it also. Practiced, students? Well, so coming to the point of it, I'm going to enter into the second one is called bytes. Bytes data type we are going to discuss. Come in. Bytes data type we are going to discuss. Very, very important. Let us start about bytes. Here I'm talking about very, very important area. It takes some more time for you and try to understand. What is bytes? What is bytes? Your waste, simply waste your. See that, open that. What is STR here? STR is one of the predefined class. Treated as what? I said already now. Already I said now. Go to one more time. See students, if you don't read the notes and if you come, you're just a waste. What is int here? Predefined class. Malla closes. If you don't read and come, you're not fit for anything else. What the float is here? Right. Next, I'll open one more thing. Bool. What is the bool here? See how many times I said to you. And int. What is int here? Next, I'll open one more thing. This is what I am feeling little inconvenient in my class. What is this again? See how many times I said. So many times I said. Still, if you don't open your mouth, what is your basics? I am not getting it. If you don't know, you are waste simply. What is bytes? That is what I expected. This is what I expected. If you don't answer like that, it's whatever I discuss, it's just a waste. Students, try to follow carefully. Even if you don't have this knowledge, nobody will look at us, first of all. That's why read and come and try to put your concentration here. Next, bytes is one of the predefined class and treated as which data type? Sequence data type. What is the use of int data type? To store the integral values and to store different type of number system values. What is the float? To store the real constant values which is having decimal part and integer part, and we can also store scientific notation data. Bool is used to store the true and false values. Complex data type is going to store any number in the form of real part and imaginary part with a connected with letter J. Sequential data type, STR when you come across, we store integer data, float data, double data, any type of data, alphabets, alphanumeric, special symbols, anything which is enclosed either in double quotes or in single quotes or in triple single quotes, triple double quotes, and you know the total entire meaning of STR. And how it is going to be, STR is going to be, how it is going to be, you know, students. My dear students, I'm going to talk about the complete meaning of what? STR and how much importance is there for the bytes. You already know. That part daily you must carry forward. Slicing, indexing, slicing syntaxes, any kind of real-time projects you take it, this is going to be most important. Okay? And daily that part of indexing, slicing will not be continued because it is already, you know, that much level of importance will be there. If I very soon, after the data types are there, I'll open the coding challenges for you. Coding challenges I will send you. The coding challenges will contain coding challenges 1. If you go for that list kind of things, string kind of program, these are the world-class companies, topmost companies uses these many number of strings. If you go for it, see first one, write a program which will check whether the given number is palindrome or not. Do you know the logic or not? Original string is equal to what? Reversed string. That is called what? A palindrome. So, palindrome this is. So, coming to this point back, here, bytes data type I am going to discuss. So what is the use of bytes data type? I am going to take up here. So the purpose of bytes, the purpose of what? Bytes data type is, bytes data type is that it is not byte ma, it is a bytes. Sai Sindhu, byte is a predefined class and she treated as a sequential data type. That is a blunder. It is a blunder. It is not byte. It is called what? Bytes. With every letter also I will look into it. Byte is different from bytes. Okay. Byte is a data type in Java. Byte is a data type in Java. Bytes is a data type in Python. Okay. Well, the purpose of bytes data type is that to implement end-to-end encryption, to implement end-to-end encryption, end-to-end encryption, end-to-end encryption, end-to-end encryption, end-to-end encryption. Do you know end-to-end encryption? Don't know? You know, you don't know. Come on, open up. Do you know WhatsApp chatting, how to do it? Do you know? When you open it, what is the first letter is coming on the top of it in yellow color highlighting? You are saying you don't know. That means you did not verify that. You always want to go for chatting only, not verifying what? Realities. So if you open your WhatsApp, what is there in the beginning? This chart is going to implement with end-to-end encryption. How to develop that application? I am going to tell in my class. Dear students, when you come to it, networks, if you go to this place, here you see client chart and server chart. ఎన్నిసార్లు చెప్పాలి నీకు లేట్ రావద్దని? నిల్చో, ఒక హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ నిల్చో క్లాస్లో. ఐ మీన్ ఆల్రెడీ నిల్చో, ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసి ఎన్నిసార్లు చెప్పాలి నీకు లేట్ రావద్దని? ఆయన కూడా నిల్చోను. Both of you stand up. Every day you are coming late. Stand up today. Half an hour. Where is the books? Books ఇక్కడ బుక్స్ లేవు, ఏం లేవు. బ్రెయిన్ ఉందా? ఉంది. నిల్చో. బ్రెయిన్ ఉందో లేదో టెస్ట్ చేస్తా. ఇప్పుడు ఫ్యూ మినిట్స్ ఐల్ టెస్ట్ యూ వెదర్ యువర్ బ్రెయిన్ ఆర్ నాట్. ఓకే, డెఫినెట్లీ డోంట్ have the brain. Shall I prove now itself? Shall I prove now itself? Come here once, middle of the class. Stop there. 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 don't know. So, బయటికి వెళ్ళిపో ఇంకా. 1 plus 1 don't know. Don't know. వెళ్ళిపో ఇంకా, ఎందుకు మరి తీసుకుని వెళ్ళిపో. 1 plus 1 don't know, it's a waste now. Come to the point. See this. 1 plus 1 don't know means go. 1 plus 1 if you don't know, it's a waste now. You can't understand English also. 1 plus 1 how much? Oh, come here. 2 plus 2. 4. 4 plus 4. Now I am going to say 1 plus 1. 2 plus 2. 4 plus 4. 8 plus 8. 16 plus 16. 32 plus 32. What is my first question? No. I asked, do you have brain? Do you have brain now? Huh? No, you did not answer my question. Go there. So come to the point. The purpose of bytes data type is that to implement end-to-end encryption. End-to-end encryption. Okay, it's a very, very important. This kind of end-to-end encryption kind of implementation I am explaining in this case. See guys, client chart and then what? Server chart. The two programs which I am explaining by using what? Socket module. What is the module name? Socket module. Here I am explaining network programming, socket programming I am going to explain. Okay, so come to students, in this case, to implement end-to-end encryption in to maintain for achieving or for obtaining secrecy of the data, for for obtaining security to the data, I can write it. Security to the data. Security to the data in digital world. In digital world, I think you are understanding the meaning of this. So why people are worrying about end-to-end encryption? When you are doing any financial transaction, the OTPs and the code numbers what you are passing should be sent in the plain text or the encryption format. Encryption format is nothing but ciphertext. And nothing but what? You know, the ciphertext is nothing but something like what you know, students. Something like what you know. Here I am going to take up. Here I am going to take up the information related to ciphertext in meaning is information related to plain text you are sending in the form of what? Ununderstandable format from one device to what? Another device is known as what? End-to-end encryption. It is also known as ciphertext we can call. When you send OTPs, will it be sent as it is in the internet world? This will be sending in the form of what? Ciphertext. Ciphertext, why should I send? When the person is trapping my data, that person should not understand the original value of what? OTP. That conversion of plain text into what? Ununderstandable format is known as what? End-to-end encryption conversion we can call. Did you understand? So, what is the meaning of end-to-end encryption importance for obtaining what? Security. So end-to-end encryption for obtaining the security to the data in the digital world. Did you understand the meaning of end-to-end encryption? What is the need of end-to-end encryption? For achieving the security. It is also known as what? Ciphertext. Also known as encrypted data. Plain data, encrypted data. Plain data, a disadvantage is what? Any person sending the data in the form of plain text, it is going to be unsecured. If I convert that plain text into what? Ciphertext, that is going to be known as what? Secured. Converting plain text into secured format like an encryption format, that is known as what? Encryption techniques we can call. So those encryption techniques might be you studied. If any CSE students are there they are having network security algorithms are there. RS algorithm, public private key algorithms. Some algorithms are already implemented. Such a type of algorithm related code was written in the data type called what? Bytes. And more about the bytes you will come across in the concept I said. Client chart and server chart I am explaining how end-to-end encryption will be done. What is my programming called? Network programming I am going to explain. It is called socket programming, which is most useful to you in digital marketing and DevOps, AWS. In many areas this concept is useful. And we are only discussing this network programming. You will see any of the Python classes of same institute, they won't cover. We are only covering that. Okay. Anyhow, come to the point of it. Is this word is clear, students? First of all of you say this now. Clear or not clear? Clear. What is the use of end-to-end encryption? For achieving the secrecy of the data. You are sending hello world in a WhatsApp. When you press the send button, it will be converted into what? Ununderstandable format. Ununderstandable format is nothing but unknown format to the hacker. Unknown format to the hacker. The person who is trapping my data, they can't understand. That is known as what? End-to-end encryption. Very, very important. Okay. So to implement end-to-end encryption, students, by using bytes data type, it uses some digits, it uses some numbers for conversion of that. So bytes data type will implement this end-to-end encryption by organizing or by using the range of values from 0 to 256 0 to 256. Very, very important. Generally, if we come across in internet or anybody else who is touching that, they will say it is used to store 0 to 256. But actual meaning is different. Bytes data type is used for what? 0 to 256. I already said to you students. In the bracket, we already done. When you go for str here, begin colon end we mentioned, right or not? When you go for begin to end, it is going to be begin to what? End minus 1 we need to take it. Already we learned it. Throughout our entire concepts of Python, when some begin comma end will come, always take into consideration begin to end minus 1 always. So coming to the point of it, to implement end to end encryption by using bytes data type, by organizing, here I will write, by organizing, organizing or using range of values from 0 to 256 in the bracket, or that is it stores the range of values from 0 to 256 minus 1. That means 0 to 255. This is the range. Even in interview point of view, even in written test point of view, they will ask a question. What is the range of bytes data type entered? Range of bytes data type is what? 0 to 256. I just said. So 0 to 256, like this they will give. Sometimes they will give you 0 to 255 also. They will give you like this. And don't select this. Select what? 0 to 256. I'll show in the class. Practically I will show you. Okay. Don't select this. Because our students only they selected this. Because you said no sir 0 to 256 minus 1. Yes. But it shows what? 0 to 256. Internally PVM applies what? 0 to 256 minus 1. When you take 0 to 255, what it takes? 254 it will take. But it is not correct. So students, try to understand. So here I am going to take up, this is the data. So you may ask a question, sir, in my WhatsApp, I am sending 65,536. 65,536. Or I am sending some emoji symbol. Emoji symbols are there? Emoji concept also I will explain in the class. Emoji. How to develop emoji symbol. How to send the code. How to write the code for development of emoji symbols. Understand students? So what I'm trying to say is 0 to 256 when it comes, in my WhatsApp chart, I may send some number which is having 200 digits are there. Or I am sending some 3,000, 65,536. I am sending a big number which is not in this range. Do you know internally, whatever the chart you are typing in your text field, everything is treated as what? Text data it will be treated. Which data? Text data. All the text data contains what? Alphabets. Alphabets. Plus special symbols also you are typing. That also will have something. Special symbols you are typing. Text you are typing. Digits also you are typing. Each special symbol, each alphabet will contain the values. Internally they contain some values. Ranges from 0 to 256 only. That means 0 to 256 minus 1. All special symbols, all alphabets, all the digits internally containing Unicode value will be there. Unicode value, which is ranging from where? 0 to 255 only. That means in my WhatsApp chart, whatever you type it, it is automatically converted into what? End-to-end encryption format by using 0 to 256 values. That is the 256 minus 1 values. Clear or not clear? Clear. Online students, when you just confirm this sentence, once it is confirmed, now other things are easy for me. Quickly students, please respond everybody. This point you responded. So two things here, because it's a regularly asking question. Range of bytes data type is 0 to, right. Purpose of bytes data type is to implement end-to-end encryption. These two things they are giving. Purpose of bytes data type, option A, end-to-end encryption for organizing 0 to 256, 0 to 255, and none of the above. You have to say what? End-to-end encryption. Bytes data type stores the values ranges from. Yes, this is so important. Understood? Is regularly asking MCQs. Purpose different, range is different. To achieve that purpose, this range of values are using. Clear or not clear? Very good. Now students, I want to convert. Rohit, very good student. Rohit is typing as it is. Good student. But bytes is a small. So of course, when you type it, is getting automatically capital letter. Bytes is what? Small letter. All the classes in Python must contain what? Small letters. Okay, na? Right. Students, now I'm going to introduce. So I'm having different type of values are coming in front of us. Actually, this type of conversion, are you doing or internally done by the bytes data type? Automatically done by the bytes data type only. But we are doing what? We are simply mentioning the data and we click on the send button. Once you say send button, what is happening? That plain text is converted into encryption format. It received by what? Destination device or not? That is destination device receiving originally what data? Encrypted data. Converted, decoded into what? Plain text again. So encoding to end-to-end encryption, decoding to plain text. Once he reply, again encoding to end-to-end encryption, received by me and converted into decoded to plain text. Encoding, decoding, we are going to explain in the class. With what programming? Network programming, we will go for it. Understand, students? So, end to, sit down both of you. Next time if you come late, 1 minute also if you come late, I will not allow you. I am already seeing 4 days onwards you are coming late. If you come late after I come, 1 minute also, especially you are not allowed. Take care. Come on time and try to bring the notes also. Especially I will see that notes must be there with you. Are you writing notes? Huh? I should see tomorrow the notes and everything. Sit down. So I'm going to implement. Next I'm going to start. As a programmer, we don't use it a symbolic notation here. Once again I am going to say double quoted data, single quoted data, double quoted data, single quoted data, triple double quotes. These are all called what? These are all called the notations for using what? STR data. String కాదని చెప్పాను sorry. STR data. Spell out all of it. Be a professional. String, all these things, no. STR data. Single line string data, multi-line string data. For that purpose, we use these notations. In Python, we don't have any special notation for organizing, for storing the data explicitly by using what? Bytes. Why? Because we are not mentioning the bytes data. Internally, our bytes, our data converted to what data? Bytes data. Are you understanding me? If you go to other data types in this place, if I go to this list, tuple, set, frozen set, and all, some symbolic notations are given. But when you go to bytes, there is no symbolic notation. Why? Programmer will not represent the bytes data. Bytes data is getting by converting the normal text into which data? Bytes data, which is nothing but what conversion it is. Yes, now I am writing, dear students, very important. In Python programming, we don't have any notation, any symbolic notation for storing which data? Bytes data. Because Python programmer never stores which data? Bytes data in the program. Bytes data in the program. bytes data in the program. But it is just a conversion format. But it is one of the conversion format internally. So what we are going to do in Python programming, we don't have any symbolic notation for storing bytes data, because Python programmer never stores bytes data in the program directly. But we can convert. I'm writing, but as a programmer, you can convert other type of what values into which type? Bytes type. That is what system can do. That is what is our program can do. That's what our client chart and server chart program will do. That's what is our WhatsApp application can do. What you are typing, normal data you are typing. That is internally converted into which data? Bytes data. That is called end-to-end encryption. Whether you type float value or bool value or complex value or str value, any type of value of any range, any symbolic notation you type it, internally converted into which type? Bytes type. But we convert other type of values into bytes type by using come on, can I convert any other type of value into another type? By using which concept? Typecasting. Beautiful. Typecasting. Do you know typecasting techniques which I said 5? Please tell me once. Int of, float of, bool of. Very good. Later. Today we are converting other type of values into which type? By using typecasting. Okay, what is the typecasting function? Bytes of. Yesterday you said, no, students, bytes of, list of, dict of. You said already, na? By using what? Bytes of. By using a typecasting function. I'm not writing typecasting function. Already you know typecasting function names, how they are. By using bytes of. Are you able to follow? Now how to write the syntax, sir? Now I am writing the syntax, students. Syntax. What is the syntax now? Variable name is equal to bytes of what? I am writing one small point there. Iterable object. First time you are hearing about iterable object. Sir, what do you mean by iterable object? In Python, everything is an object or not? Yes. Suppose you take your bag, which is there in your hand, which is containing, why are you bringing bag first of all? To keep your charger, to keep your laptop, to keep your, notebooks, to keep your textbooks, to keep your laptop charger and everything, mobile and everything you are keeping or not? There is nothing but a bag is an object. Which contains more than one value or not? Any object contains more than one value, we call it as iterable object. Any object contains a single value, we call it as a non-iterable object. Very, very important. Any object contains more than one value is called what? Iterable object. Any object contains a single value, it is called. That's all. Int, float, bool, complex are called non-iterable objects. Which objects, ma? Non-iterable object. Sequence, str is containing more than one letter or not? That is called what? So from sequence type, that is str, bytes, byte array, range, list, set, type, tuple, and dict. These are called what again? Iterable object. None is also called non-iterable only, because single value will be there. Are you following me? So out of 14 data types, 5 values are non-iterable. Rest of 9 are called iterable. Compulsory question in interview point of view. What is a non-iterable object? A non-iterable object is one which contains only one value. Examples: int, float, bool, complex and none type. Iterable objects are those which contains more than one value. That is known as what? Iterable. Str, bytes, byte array, range, list, tuple, set, frozen set, dict. Will you remember that? Yes. Now student, Sir, you may have a question. Sir, when non-iterable object will come, what you will do, sir? I will convert that non-iterable into what? Iterable. Last class I already converted number. A is equal to what? 10. What is the type of A? Int. I'm converting into what now? S is equal to what I am converting? str of A. Is it converted into str or not? Now that A value is becoming 10 within the double quotes or not? That is known as what now? Yes. Easy, no? Easy, not difficult, no? Easy. Remember the word called iterable object. If you want here, I will write it. Iterable objects. Iterable objects are those which contains what? More than one value. More than one value. More than one value. Did you understand, ma? Yes, I'll show the examples. Don't worry. Can I go now? Yes. Like that, I will write it. Some more statements I will write it. Students, now I am mentioning the example. I mentioned some type. Right. Chandramouli, good student. Chandramouli, good student. Lavanya, good student. You are responding in the class. Nice students. So that type of typing in the class, the type of response to the faculty is making you to different heights in the life. Sitting quiet and calm like statues will make you to do like that only. Whatever the way you respond with the faculty, you will get the same thing in your further. If you sit like a statue, same mode only will be resulted. Okay. Examples. Go to the Python environment. Python environment I am taking. Python environment I am taking. Carefully try to follow. Now I am taking all of a sudden. I am taking here list. I am taking list. Actually, you don't know about list. I am talking about list almost 6 hours. I am talking about almost 6 hours. Today, I am talking. Yesterday, you have seen almost 6 to 7 hours. We spoken about that. Double quoted data is called which data? Very good. Like that list data also, if you write anything within the square brackets, variable name is equal to anything you write within the square bracket is known as what it? Variable name is equal to double quoted data is called what? str. Variable name is equal to what? Close the bracket and close the bracket. This is open the bracket and close the bracket is which data? List data. So today I will take one list data. What is list? You will get further so much of information. Okay, na? Right. LST is equal to students 10, 20, 40, 0, 256 and 22 and then 67. This is my data. And you don't worry about it, what I am typing. LST, type of LST is called what? List. That means whatever order I am entering, in the same order I am going to get it. Whatever order I am getting, in the same order I am going to get it. Okay, that is known as what? List. More about the list, I can speak about that. Now, students, I am converting these values into which type? Bytes type. B is equal to, Seema, no tension at all, bytes of what? LST. Will it be converted or not? Come on, converted or not? Yes, sir. Seema, 0 to 256. 256 is there. Converted or not converted? Not converted. I am talking about the range I am going to show you. Converted or not converted? But why are you saying simply converted? No carefulness. 0 to 256. Converted or not converted? See the error now. See the error now. Bytes must be in the range of what? That's why range of what? 0 to 256 is given. You have to select that. 0 to 255, if you give it, it is called wrong. Is it a system generated error or not? Python generated error. This is going to be called error. Look at that. I'll go for pasting it. First I start with my example with an error. Because first I want to tell you what errors will come in the coding. Because when you are learning the coding, you have to learn when do you get successful output, when do you get wrong result. Results when error will come. So that when error comes, student can voluntarily can fix the error, right or not? Yes. So number one, why it is an error? It is having what? 256. Okay. So coming to the point of it, students, very carefully, I am writing it. If you don't follow, I will not repeat again. Very basically, I am going very slow. Very slowly, I am going to discuss. If you don't catch it, it's a problem. Again and again, I don't repeat. Take care. Now I'm going to take it 10, 20, 0, etc. I'm writing 255 and I'm writing here minus 40. Minus 40. It is going to be showing here. It is like this. Now I'm converting into which type? Bytes type. Allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Because we are having what? Minus 40. Minus 40. That is also going to be called what? Error. It organizes 0 to 256. Very crystal clear I am explaining. If you don't understand my class, take an alternative decision. So I'm going to write it. I'm going to write it. This is my data. This is my data. And the next is called again error. Again it is an error. So coming to this point, this is called bytes related, error related I created. To prove you that it is going to take only 0 to 26 symbolic notations internally. How to do the end-to-end conversion of 60,000, 70,000, how to do it? I'll explain in the further classes. Because I cannot skip this topic to that level. I have to explain that here only. Okay. Now I am entering into further. See students, I am going to take it 0 to 255. All values now they are within the range. Converted into that, now I am writing S. Will it be converted or not? Happily, this is allowed to use these digits. So print it, print B comma type of B, type of B. It is going to print ununderstandable format for you, which is of type what? Bytes. What are the bytes here? And see this entire thing. Is it understandable for you? No. That is simply one can decide that this is one of the end-to-end encryption. You cannot understand what is the data inside of that. In the coding, when I say now, it's a beautiful. You can just feel like that you are in a WhatsApp developer, WhatsApp chat developer. It's a messenger developer you are. So bytes data type is called what here? Class. What is this entire thing is known as bytes literal. This is called a class bytes. What is this B is called? Object. Let me take up. Go to the place. Online students. Are you getting, my dear students? Did you understand this digits representation? Represent this. And more about this bytes. Once again, I'll explain. I shown you where I am explaining it. This is the one. Next, I want to go for. Sir, you said that bytes. Okay, happy. But how can I receive? When it comes to my device, when my friend send a message, it is coming in this format, for example. When my system receives, my system definitely will have decoder will be there. Decoder means what? Getting into what text? Original text. Originally what you typed it will be decoded into same order of the text or not. For showing that, I am going to use it in this format. I am going to use it, this data, into this format. Are you able to get it now? Coming to this place, Krishna Priya, try to understand ma. Now, so, PT Basi, so, what I am talking PT Basi, I am talking about list to what I am talking, here I am talking bytes. List to bytes, all these things I am explaining in the class. If you are exciting, go to other batch. If you are in my batch, follow me carefully, that's all. I am talking bytes here. When I come to where again? List. I will tell you all these conversions into where? List. I will convert bytes into list, byte array into list, range into list, str into list. Everything I will convert it into what? List. So, I have certain action plan. Let me implement that action plan. If you are so exciting, go to other batch. Now coming to the point. That is 100% possible. One order I am going. try to involve in this topic. Is it clear or not clear? Clear. Now I want to go for this data, I want to get it back to original state. For that, I'm going to use it, one small concept called what? Loops concept I am using. Of course, this loops concept I will explain. This is a turning point for the student to enter into the good coder. And you might be learned in your colleges. What you learned in your colleges about the loops, I don't want to comment on it. And all of you knows loops. What is the purpose of loops? Anybody can say? Of course, I'm asking this question from so many years when I was in Java also. I did not get a practical answer from anybody. All of you know concept called what? Loops. While loop, do while loop, for loop. You learned already those things. Do you know that? Come on, open it. Yes. What is the use of loops? What is the use of loops? You know, but you are not saying. Okay, because sir will say it's a blunder and he will type something what I say. It won't work out. I'll tell you. Let me go to the meaning of loops here. You don't feel any strain for it. A mechanical student, a student who don't know anything, they'll understand loops in 1 minute. If I go to loops, all hacker ranking examples will come. I'll tell you a simple example. Coming to the point of it, here I'm going to say, here you take it. A small example I'm talking about it. Biscuit packet. Do you know biscuit packet? Don't think that it is a biscuit example. Biscuit packet. Serious example. Funny example, serious. Do you know good day biscuit packet? Good day biscuit packet. Okay? It contains, at 9 o'clock you are feeling more hungry. You are buying one biscuit packet which contains some biscuits. First biscuit, second biscuit, like that, third, and then fourth and fifth. But don't tell this example in interviews. This is only for your layman example. This is having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. What is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4? Indices. Spell out. And this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, and then what? Minus 5. Earlier I used to write parallelly, and today I'm writing vertically. No problems? Okay. Then how do you eat biscuits from biscuit packet, you tell me? That is an example of loop. What is looping I am not telling now. Today I want to use that concept. Actually when I go to loops, I'll discuss 11 days. 11 into almost 1 hour 45 minutes. Complete outstanding examples. Wonderful examples. That only will come to your world class companies, Amazon, Flipkart, anywhere you go. Examples, that model of examples only will come. Today, in 1 minute, instantly how I can make my student to understand about the loop. How do you eat biscuits? Now, all at once, one by one. First, which biscuit you will take? Next, 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 next. 5 ekkadunda Madhu Babu? You need to say biscuits over. Right or not? First one, which one you will take? Next, 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 next. Like that. You are starting from where? And you are going on continuing up to what? 5. Come on, what biscuit you are taking? Is 0 less than 5? Yes, eat the biscuit. Next, what is the next biscuit you are taking? 1 less than 5. Eat. I am telling how to write a good coding. I am making you as an expert in coding. That's why this example is required for me. 0 less than 1, true, eat. 1 less than 5, eat. 2 less than 5, eat. 3 less than 5, 4 less than 5. That means as long as my condition is true, you are performing the operation of eating. Once my operation is going to be what? 5 less than 5. What is your answer? False. False means what are you saying? What are you saying? That is a subject. Condition met, all these things, no. Loops are used for performing the operation of eating as long as my condition is true. Once my condition is false, the execution becomes what? Stopped. Loops are used for performing certain operation repeatedly for a finite number of times. Finite number of times. 4 times or 5 times or 10 times until my condition becomes what? False. Take your BTech. How many years you are going to the college? 4 years. Starting from which year? 1. 1 less than 5. 2. Go to the college. Next year. 2 less than 5. Go to the college. 3 less than 5. Go to the college. 4 less than 5. Go to the college. 5 less than 5. BTech is over. False కాదు. BTech is over. ఏం రాదు అసలు. BTech is over. That means condition is false. I'm stopping. I'm saying that my BTech is over. Correct or not? So loops are used for performing some operation repeatedly for finite number of times. This is a very good word. For finite number of times until my condition is what? False. Condition met, condition inter, that is all called English terminology, and we never bother. We bother about programmatically how to write it. Because you want to become a coder until condition becomes false. Condition met with what? True na? Condition met with false, what is that? I need the coding language. Are you following ma? Today I am using loops. Are you remembering? I want to come to the first floor by climbing 12 steps. What is my counter starts from? 1. Where my counter ends? 12. What is my condition? Number of steps less than or equal to 12 or number of steps less than 13. As long as it is true, I will climb. Once that is false, I will enter into the class. Correct or not? Yes. So loops are used for performing certain operation repeatedly for finite number of times until condition becomes. That's all. More about that I will tell you. Today I am using one small kind of thing. Take the example. This is Good Day biscuit packet, GDP. There I am taking some values are there with me. Now I am writing. This is the first value, second value, third value, fourth value, fifth value. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 students. Now I am writing one small for loop I am writing. Don't bring out your old knowledge of C language for loop, because I will feel very inconvenient when you bring out your old knowledge. The old knowledge is virus, because I am going to convert you to real time standards. For is a keyword for variable name. You know variable name na? Some V, take your own variable name. In for loop syntax I am writing. C language for loop is different. C++ for loop is different having. Java is having lot of for loops are there. Java is having lot of for loops. I am using Python for loop. For V in where? GDB, Good Day biscuit packet. It is an object. There I am writing. For is a keyword which will take the first value of GDB automatically. In C language, what you are writing? For, open the bracket, int I is equal to 0, I less than something, and faculty said I plus plus, I minus minus, something they said. What is plus plus and minus minus? I will talk to you once again. I will make you to open your eyes actually, how people are disturbed you in your career. These are all open secrets. I'll open TCS NQT exam papers. I'll open. People can't even open I plus plus I concept also they taught to you wrong. How wrong? I'm going to show you. Because you have to open up your eyes and you have to bring that message to every friend of yours. Okay. For V in GDB, for keyword will take the first value of GDB automatically, and I am writing print of what? V. What is the value printed? First value printed. What is the first value? Come on, ma. That is 0, no. Waste students. This is called value will print, I am saying. Not index. Value will be taken, I said. Value. Biscuit 1, biscuit 2, biscuit 3, biscuit 4, biscuit 5. What is this printed here? B1 is printed. Again my for loop will take the second value. What is the second value? Second value B2. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 are called indices. Indices will not print, I said. Values will print, I said. B1, B2, B3, B4, B5 are called values. What is the value printed again? B2. Next again go to the back only. Third value will be taken and kept into V. What is printed? Again next repeated until all the biscuits are getting completed. How many times it is getting completed? 5 times. Is it not called a looping or not? Did you understand this? For is a keyword. What is the job of for? It will take the first value of iterable object. Iterable object is one which contains more than one value. What is the more than one value? STRs and all those things. Are you following, ma? Can I write this example now? Now tell me, for I'm writing here, even in our B also contains all these values in the form of what? Like a biscuit packet. For I'm writing V in where? B. For V in B. What is the B here? Is an object which contains more number of values or not? Yes, that also containing the data like that. What is this B contains? Value 10, 20, 30, 40, so on, many number of values. What is the for keyword is taking? First value of B kept in where? 10. And print of what? V. What is printed? 10. Next, what is the value taken? 20. 20 kept in where? V. Next 30. Like that it is going on repeating until all values are completed. Colon I am using. If it is a C language, we are using opening bracket and closing bracket. In Python, such type of symbolic notation is not there for loop. For loop, anyhow, I will explain in detail. Today, I want to print the data. And you are getting dot, dot, dot. Don't type it immediately there. Press one tab. Press one tab. That is known as what? Indentation concept in Python. I will write it here. Print of what? V. What the values are printed? First value, second value, third value. See students, is all the values are printed or not? Need to print? I am printing that. Whatever order list is there, in the same order that is converted into encrypted format, when I am decrypting at my system level, I am getting the same order from where? B. Clear or not clear? So how this for loop is working? For will take the first value of B kept in where? Print. For will take the second value of V and print. Third value, fourth value, fifth value, until all values are completed and stopped or not. Is it clear or not clear? So I will bring this data. I'll bring this data. Here I am going to use it. Here I am going to say. Students, I am saying this. Don't type this dot, dot, dot. Dot means it is a continuity. This is a tab, you need to press it. Without a tab, if you press it, if you try to execute, you will get error. See ma, I will write it. For, and I am writing here only I am writing print of V. You will get which error ma? Indentation error. I'll tell you once again this indentation error. For loop concept I'll tell you. So many number of examples I'll tell you. Are you understanding little bit about for loop here? I am taking a class of 1 hour 40 minutes for example. My counter will start from where? 1. I'll go on taking my counter. It is increasing to 1 hour 40 minutes or not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 139, 139 plus 1, 140, 141, my class will be stopped. Is it not looping now? Repeatedly taking until my condition becomes false. Okay now students? Well, students, now I am going to take up, once again I am taking, look at I am converting into bytes, print the bytes. On bytes data type, and you have seen it already in this class, is it maintaining the insertion order or not? Whatever order is there in the list, when I convert it into bytes, is it printing an as it is or not? That means an object of which one? Bytes. An object of bytes maintains insertion order. I'm writing in the capital letter. What do you mean by insertion order? Nothing but in the bracket, nothing but whatever the order we insert the data in the same order, whatever the data whatever the order we insert the data, in the same order the data will be displayed. In the same order the data will be displayed. When you send a message to your friend, hello friend, how are you, is it sending in the same order or reverse order? Hello friend, how are you, it is saying how are you friend, hello, how are you, it is not saying. Whatever order you say, in the same order it will be saying. This is known as what? Insertion order. Because in Python there are some data types which will provide randomly the data will be displayed. Take an example of where I can implement, sir. When I go to JEE mains, an example, the questions which are displaying on your screen in one particular session, what will be coming? Same questions only, but in different order will come. With a different multiple choice also will be coming. So what is eliminating there? Copying concept is eliminated or not? Come on guys. So in one particular session, if you get a 10th question, that 10th question I am getting as a 29th question. ABCDs which you are having, I am having BCAD. Correct or not, students? Options also random, questions also random. So there is no question of copying the concept. So that data type also will be there in our Python. So insertion order maintaining, no insertion order maintaining. Which one I am taking in this class? Bytes maintains which order? Yes. Clear? Well, and you have seen practically this case also. Now students, you see as I said you just now, this is my data, this is my data, this is called B, same mechanism, 10, 20, 40 and then what? 0 so on. What is the last value? 67. What is this indices? Already you know, this is known as what? N minus 1. And minus of n to what? Minus 1 this is. Already you know this logic. B of what I am saying? 0. What is the value coming? 10. P of minus 1. What is the answer coming? 67. Are you getting my point or not? P of 0 is called 10. P of minus 1 is called what? 67. What is this concept is called indexing. You can also mention, students, P of 0 is known as what? 10. P of minus 1 is known as what? 67. Clear or not clear? P of 1 is known as what? 20. 20. Students, are you okay? Now, students, P of 0:4, this data will not be disclosed. Single value disclosing, no data will be losing the security. Take your best example. When your account is, when amount is deposited in your account, you are getting a message. Amount is deposited, XC, last 2 digits or 3 digits will be shown or not. What is that XC is called invisible data. That is called one type of what? Encryption environment. I am telling in the class. Getting or not? So here if I say 0 to 4, it is not showing the 0 to 4 values. It is coming in what format? Encryption format. Sir, how can I decode the data? For V in where? B of what? 0:4, students, colon. Don't worry about the print tab. Print of what? V. Press enter key. Again enter key you press it. 0, 20, 40, 0. Is it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4? 4 means what? 4 minus 1. What is the values are coming? Are you getting or not? Come on, ma. Yes. Now I want to print the data in reverse order. Reverse. What is my original order, ma? This is my order or not? I want to get it in reverse order. Can I get the reverse order? Yes, I forget. Come on. For V in P of colon minus 1. Already explained. Colon left side, first colon left side. Beginning. Left colon, first colon left side. 2 colons middle. Minus 1. Which step? Negative step. Negative step means which direction? Plus direction. Plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Good. Please remember that. Daily you practice more. Print of V. Is it coming in reverse direction or not? That means I will carry this type of concept more. Here on the bytes data, we can perform which concept? Indexing and slicing. Indexing and slicing. Here, students, carefully follow. Here, this is my data. This is my conversion. Online students, I think you are comfortable with this point I am mentioning. Indexing you can perform. Slicing also you can perform. Slicing, how I performed it with looping I said. So here, I'm going to take up. This is the data we got it. This is the data we got it. Here, print off. I'm pressing tab. Without a tab, if you type it, indentation error will come. I already said. Don't ask, sir, I'm getting error. Indentation error, you will get it. Press tab, I said. This point I'm mentioning here. What is it? On the object of, come on the object of what? Bytes, we can perform both indexing and slicing operations. Slicing operations. Clear or not clear? Very good. Dear students, I am telling one important concept at this moment of time. This point I am going to talk about it. An object of bytes, belongs to, I am writing one more important point, students. That point I am covering here. So during this discussion, I want to tell you, I want to write one point in the fill in the blank. That I will mention as an example here. That part is, I want to cover as a concept here. Along with bytes, one more small concept is coming. What is the small concept, ma? What is that? I am writing here, mutable and what? Immutable objects. Mutable and immutable objects. Because we are having 14 data types are there. 14 data types belongs to two categories. Some of them are mutable, some of them are what? Immutable. Now I want to tell you what is mutable object I want to discuss. What is mutable object I want to discuss? Okay. What is mutable object I want to discuss? What is immutable object I want to discuss? Both of them I want to discuss, ma. Let me go to the mutable and immutable objects here. Okay. Might be you know that, might be you heard about somewhere. Tell me what is the mutable object? Come on. Whatever you know, tell me. Come on. Come on, ma. Can we change the value? Is called, come on, mutable. What is immutable object? Cannot be changed. That is the immutable object. That is what you studied. That is the blunder. మీరు ఏం చెప్పినా బ్లండరే అదర్ దాన్ మై క్లాస్ సార్ హౌ దిస్ ఇస్ వాట్ పీపుల్ టీచర్స్ అవుట్ సైడ్ బట్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ టీచింగ్ live classes with practical environment. You are going to challenge it to anybody once you practice my example. Go to an interview and sit in front of the interviewer, but open the laptop, speak to the interviewer only by showing lively code. That is a reality, real-time coding. Now I am telling, look at, not only you, anybody you take it, who is saying what? Mutable object. Mutable objects are though they are saying changeable. Immutable means not changeable. This is what is called a layman answer. What is the professional answer? Now I am telling. Look at LST is equal to, beautiful answer I am going to give you, students. 10, 20, 30, 40. 10, 20, 30, 40. So Lavanya, listen ma. You are my student already. Listen. You are my student already. Listen. LST is equal to print of LST comma ID of LST. Did you remember? ID of LST. ID will give you what? Memory address. Memory address. Are you following me? Yes. LST of 0. LST of 0. What is the answer? 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Indexing same everywhere. What is the answer? 10. 10. 10 is coming or not? I want to modify the 10. Modify. How do you modify? LST of 0 is equal to 1000. I am modifying, assigning. I am assigning the value. Assigned. And see the print the data. It is updated. At which address? At which address? That is called what? Mutable. Mutable objects are those which are updating the values, which are changing the values at which address? If we say like a layman answer, it is a changeable. No interpreter will accept it. Changeable at which address? Same address. That is known as what? Mutable. Let me show you another example. You may be saying, sir, this only we are missing, na? We said changeable. Half answer is there, na? Give me 50% marks, sir. Here 50-50 chance is not there. Either 100 marks or 0 marks. 50-50 crackjack, 50-50 knowledge, 50 no knowledge. 50 minus 50 is called 0 student only always. Go to one more time. S is equal to A is equal to 10. Come on, what is the type of A? Everybody. A comma type of A. What is the type? Enter. I forget to print the ID. ID I will print. Comma. What is this now? ID of A. See that. Are you following me? Now, see students, more important purpose. A is containing the value called what? 10. I am doing what? A is equal to what? A plus 1. A is equal to A plus 1. What is the value of A? What is this address also, students? 8280. Correct or not? What is the next value will be placed here? It will become what? Your sir will say like this only. 11 will be there in that box. He will show like that. And do you know, this is called blunder, first of all, what they are saying. Once the value is getting modified, the entire memory space will be destroyed. It is going to keep placing the new value in where? New address. New address it is going to be placed. It is not possible to modify at the same address. Value modified and a new value placed at which address? That is called immutable. If value modified at the same address, that is known as what? Mutable. Value modified. Modified value kept at where? Different address. That is known as what? Immutable. Look at that. Look at that. According to your definition, it is modified. And I should say int is called mutable or not? According to that, no industry person will say it is a mutable. See that value modified or not? What is an address? What is the earlier address? Is the mutable or immutable? Immutable. If you said what? Modifiable. But is it a modifiable or not? Modifiable. But where is it? Where it is kept? Different address. It is modified, kept at which address? What is the list? Mutable. What is the int? Very good. What is an immutable? An immutable object is one which is not possible to modify the value at the same address. In the bracket, value modified and kept at which address? That is called the first property of immutability. Second property, let me tell you, S is equal to Python. Because I want to change your complete mindset as a real-time programmer. Real-time programmer. Yes, sir. Comma what? ID of yes, sir. See, ma, Python. What is an address? S is equal to S plus PROZ. I am concatenating Python plus PROZ. Modified or not? At which address? That is an important. Python PROZ. Modified at which address? So str object is what? Immutable. Every modified thing is called mutable. It is a cock and bullock story. Well, layman will say, if you go to interview, I will open that and I will show you. Then what he will say? Mutable, huh? Immutable. Second property, let me tell you students. This is called reality. Any faculty says something, not don't believe. You say, sir, show me the code. These days, people are ready to make your career to spoil. Be clear when they show programming. Don't believe anybody, including me also. When I am showing coding, you appreciate me, you enjoy the class. That is called real time. Understand, ma? Right. Any class you attend, practical knowledge from the classes. If they say something orally, don't believe it. Don't write the notes also. Write the notes when something you have seen it. That is called official. Next, come to point next. S is equal to what? Come on, ma. S of 0. S of minus 1. Yes. S of 0 is equal to Today I want to write Python. In place of P, I want to made it as what? J. This is known as what? Not possible. It is not possible to update the value. Earlier I updated the value or not? At which address? I assigned the value to that location. It is modified at the same address. But it is going to be doing what? It is not possible to assign the item. So you will get an error. STR object does not support item assignment. See ma, STR object does not support what? This is a second property of what? Immutable. Immutable object does not support what? Item assignment. Who will support item assignment? Mutable objects only will support. Did you understand, students? Today, come on immediately. Now I am going to show here. Take up our data here. LST, convert into this bytes and bytes of. Now see, P of 0 is what is the value? 10. And P of 0 is equal to 30. Error is coming. Tell me, bytes object does not support what? Hence, bytes object belongs to what? Come on. Very good. Bytes object belongs to immutable. Why it is immutable, sir? Why it is immutable? Somebody ask, what is your answer? It does not support what? Item assignment. What are the two properties of immutable object? Immutable object is one which satisfies two properties. Immutable object values cannot be modified at the same address. In the bracket, value modified. Modified value kept at which address? New address. Mutable objects are those which are modifiable at which address? Same address. Under mutable, list will come, set will come, it will come. That I did not cover, I will cover it. Okay, don't worry about the example. Concept you remember. Under immutable, into float bool, complex, STR, bytes, range. Next is called what? Set, frozen set. Set will come both the places. Are you following? Let me go for, this is comes under set object does not support what? Sorry, bytes object does not support what? Item assignment. Whoever is not supporting, that is belongs to what? Immutable or mutable? Mutable, because I will write the reason also. Immutable because I will mention it. Bytes object does not support what? Item assignment. Let me show you the property which I explained already to you. Mutable and immutable. That point I want to tell you. Please read out, students, all of you. A mutable object is one whose content can be changed or updated or modified at which address? Example, list, set, dict. Don't worry about this. Example, every day I will come across this. List, you have seen the example or not? That also don't worry, again I will explain. Immutable object. An immutable object is one which satisfies the following properties. An immutable object content can't be changed at same address. In the bracket, immutable object content can be changed and whose modified value placed at a different address. You have seen. Next, an immutable object does not support item assignment. Int, float, complex, str, bytes, ranges, double, set, frozen set, none type, except this list. Set belongs to both the places, ma. Set belongs to both the places. Don't think, sorry, you have written both the places. Set belongs to mutable and, sorry, you want to see once? I will write it. Don't worry about it. 10, 20, 30, 40. 10, 20, 30, 40. S comma type of S, ID of S. Don't worry about it. Order also don't worry. S of 0 is equal to what? 20. It is, does not support what? So what is set object? Come on. Immutable. S dot add of what? 100. I am adding into the data. Is it to 100 added or not? At which address? That means it is having what property? Mutable property, immutable property. That's why if you see in internet some notes and all, they will say either immutable and mutable and both of them are wrong. Either they say that or this. But we say what? According to PSF documentation, set belongs to both mutable and practical answer I shown you. Understand, ma? If you say something in software, you expect what? Proof. Without proof, if you believe, you will be disturbed. Correct or not? Yes, coding is important. This point I will send you this concept for you, and I'll send you this. Is today's concept is clear or not clear? Is bytes in data is clear or not? See, for such a concept, I said this entire thing because once you know bytes data type, byte array data type is only 5 minutes, and these things will become dead easy for you. Online students, is today's concept is clear about the bytes? All the students in online respond it. Without responding, if you sit quiet and calm, no use of it. Very good. So, what is the one line answer for bytes? It is used for implementing end-to-end encryption by organizing the data from 0 to 256 range of values. They allow you. When I store negative values in bytes, no. When I store more than 256, no. I will use 0 to 255 values only, which is used to implement what? End-to-end encryption. Understood? The doubt will come what, sir, I have 20 lakhs, 20, 30, 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs I have. Is it within the range of 0 to 255? No. That value converted into STR. STR value is an iterable object. That STR value converted into what? Bytes. That is a different story. That I will explain in the class. Clear or not clear? So, bytes is clear? So, what is the bytes? Bytes is a predefined class. Bytes is a helper, bytes. I will write bytes. See, ma, what is bytes here? Class. Bytes is, చూసుకోండి sir. Bytes of what? Iterable. Once if we open the official documentation of Python, we should have the same classroom notes only. Correct or not? So if I go to that, it is you see, come on again, construct an immutable array is nothing but a sequence of values like that. You don't worry, I'll take care of that. Iterable is going to be what? Range of what? 0 to 2. 256 means what? 255 only. Are you getting my point? So encoding part, all these things once again I'll explain. I'm opening official documentation. Once we say something, it should have more practical knowledge in the class. Something learning which is no practical, and you will be getting disturbed. That is what is your 22 years education. Anyhow, this you leave out, and you read the notes, write the notes well, and come to the class by preparing. Without preparing well, if you come, you can't catch me, I'm going to say. And tomorrow I'm going to discuss about what? Bytes, array, and what? Range. This will take only few minutes. This will be discussing tomorrow. Okay? And today, one new announcement. Today at 4 p.m. At 4 p.m. New batch is starting. Full stack Python. It is going to start by me. It is my batch is going to start. If any friends are there, tell them. Okay, both offline as well as online. Here only the class will be offline, and online students can attend anywhere else. You know that part already. So tell to the friends and what is going on, and you tell them, and tell also is a very strict, and subject also in peaks. And what you about subject you tell, about strict also you say. Strict, if I am strict, then you will come up in the life. Otherwise, so many extra activities will be increased. Because of the extra activities, a tree in the forest it will become. A tree in the garden, how it is shaped very nicely. Okay, now there is our class. Tell you that. Yes, Ranjan Patra. So I will be teaching complete full stack. Any of the course I will teach, but we are dealing with your batch. Python I am dealing with. Okay, students, I'll stop my class, and further I'll go forward tomorrow. Which one? Byte array and range. Okay, students, take care and don't come late to the class. And don't speak in the calls. Don't speak in the phone. When you speak in the phone, out of the class, read the notes when you are inside. Okay, take care. All the best. Online students, you hold on, and I'll talk to you.